Hello. Today I will introduce you to Abstract, a version control app for designer. And thank you to Algolia to host the meetup. To begin, dear English speakers, excuse my English, I will read my notes. I'm Marie-Aline. I like to fix and ride my motorbike, and I'm also a UX designer, and I have been working at Weekendesk, an online travel agency, since last September. I joined the consumers product team made up of 5 people, including a UI designer and me. I arrived at the company at the beginning of a project, and I suggest to testing Abstract to set up a design workflow. Does that picture remind you of something? Before my job at Weekendesk, I had never really worked within a design team. So I didn't see how designers organize themselves to manage their files. But I imagine it looks like like this. And as my friend Gaëtan would say, and don't even talk about what is in the PSD. Who know Abstract in the room? Okay, cool. Okay, why are you here? Who has tried it? Okay, cool. And who use it now? Okay, cool. So I discovered this software last year thanks to a former teammate, Luc, the writer. And at the time I was freelancing and needed a solution to focus on my task and do them step by step, overextending myself. I tried Abstract on personal projects on my own, and I must confess, I liked it. Who is working alone in the room as a designer? Only one designer in the team, okay. And between 1 or 3 designers in the team? Okay, and more 3 designers? Okay. Okay, cool. So, what does Abstract do? Abstract is a piece of software to help teams version control sketch files. I won't tell you everything about it, so feel free to ask me questions during the demo or after the presentation. Does version control mean anything to you? Yes? Yes? Okay, fine, cool. Thank you. So version control is a piece of software that has been used by our developers' friends for decades. We even find traces of this process in the 70s, just for now. But, so for example, in a little web project, we have our index.html and styles.css. And for each main change, we just put the command save, because the project is on your computer locally. But in real life, many developers collaborate on the same big project. So what do? They use a version control system, like Git, for example. So you may be wondering what is Git. Let's look with a little example. The project here is like a tree with the main branch called master here in this axis. And we have the project here represented by some files. And each developer can start a new branch from master here to create a new feature or fix a bug. And we have a new branch of work. It code, it changed many things, and we can see like this with some commits, like the milestone of the project, of his branch. And when his work is over, he puts his branch to master, like here and here, to update master, and each other developer can pull its change and continue to work on the same project. Cool, so we have a single source of truth for each project. So let's go to a demo of Abstract, obviously, to have the okay, go. Welcome to Abstract with a dashboard overview of an organization. Here, Weekendesk. Like Slack, you can have several organizations and your personal projects. We have a lot of projects here, and we can see since a lot of months. We can have a specific view for teammates. We have editors and viewers. Up and go back to the project. Okay, go focus on our main and current project, Maxibus. We have an overview, and we find again the master of our project with several files. Here 4, and one of them is a sketch design library. Into this file, we find again the page we have in the sketch file. So we want to work with, and for that we gonna on the branch view, and we can see my teammate Teresa who are working on the mise à jour market discovery branches, and we can see all of his changes represented by the commit view, but in fact we are just one init commit. Okay, let's go to create a new project together. I'm back on Weekendesk. I create a new project, and I have an example for crypt app. We can write some description to describe the project, but I lost my cursor. Okay. I can do two things: import sketch file already existing, or create new. But I choose to import some. Two of them. Okay, I choose this one. It's the init commit of the project, importing the files. And now I have two files. Cool, with a different artboard into. I choose to use this specific file as a library. Right click, and check it. Okay, fine. Put. And let's go to work on it. If you want to work with Abstract, you need to already always edit your sketch file from Abstract, even if Abstract doesn't track the changing. So my task today is to change the profile pages of this app. So I create a new app, and I call rewamp profile page. I can add some description, but not today. Okay, fine. I have a new branch. Cool. Abstract call sketch to open the file. Okay, cool. I have a sketch file, classic, and I search. I'm looking for the profile page, and I need to change it. Okay, cool. I would take the new image, put here, change here. Okay, cool. I save with Command S my sketch file, and we can see here the plugin, the Abstract plugin. Okay, cool. I want to commit my change. I want to do a major milestone of my work. I click it, and I write what I do. change profile picture. Cool. On the branch, I can choose another branch, but I stay on a we want profile page. Okay, I commit. I can see my history. Okay, cool. And my day is over. I go back home. I binge a few episodes of Silicon Valley, and a new day starts tomorrow. I'm working remotely from Barcelona, from another laptop of this one, for example. But no problem. I download the Abstract app from the laptop. I log in. I download this project, and I can work again, and commit, and update the project. I'm completely peaceful when I work and rework something on my file. Because everything is already uploaded on the cloud storage of Abstract. My teammate Ben here could check my update right now, if you want. It's a main point of the use of Abstract to synchronize always the thing by commits, merge branch, to push the change across the organization. Okay, my job is good. I merge a branch, so I put my change on master branch. By this way, I can add something. Okay, the work is done, job is done. And we can see my branch disappear, but the commit of the master branch added my branch and the change. During this time, my collaborators can work on their own branch without being bothered by each other. It's pretty cool. But Abstract doesn't replace team communication. It's a support of to be rigorously, but you need to continue to have design review, communication across a designer with your other collaborators. But the fact, Abstract brings more fluidity to your workflow. And another word, Git experts should know Abstract cannot be used in a terminal like Git. The software offers the main feature of Git, but in an abstract way. Okay, you can have sometimes some conflict. So I show you a conflict example. We have the same symbol across two different files of two different branches. And you can pick the symbol you want just with the two buttons here. And the symbol will update it on the branch, the master branch. It is possible to don't see differences. In this case, laser could be changed by symbol. Maybe here and here it's the same, and before it was a group of layers, and here now it's a symbol. But it's okay, it's okay. Abstract, who is it for? Single designer or product team or product designer team. Abstract replaces Dropbox, Box, Google Drive for storage and versioning history, but doesn't replace design review and communication across the team. And design libraries are integrated. Wonderful. It's pretty cool to work together on several and same files, and to be several designers on the same project. Manage easily conflict of artboard, symbol, and other components. Have single cloud storage and of all projects, and I have a timeline of edits, history of your change across the time. But you need to know on Sketch, so on macOS. Very important to understand control version. I've made you a little bit introduction, but it's pretty complex. and obviously continue to design with you. You know that, sketch crash, but it's okay. You can find again your specific files and commits across the deeply path in your laptop. It's very easy. Click right, show all the package content, and blah 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 at this path. Abstract as competitors, but to be honest, I never tested them. I like to check them. Voila.
Questions? Yeah, cool.
Don't you find it too heavy for a single designer? Because don't you find it too heavy, too complex for a single designer in a team?
Is it complex to use abstract in a design?
No, because for example, I tried abstract, plant, and I work alone. I am a designer. I'm the only designer in my team, and I find it very too heavy in my daily job.
Okay. Are you friendly with Git and control version? Yeah. Okay. When I was alone as freelance, abstract helped me to be focused only on a specific task. To don't modify font and modify this screen of splash screen and modify this component. No, with abstract, I could to have a specific task, modify a screen, modify a component, and step by step. And I think it's a good way to be more efficient in your work.
So it guides you in your workflow of improving your interfaces? Yes. Okay.
Hello. You talk about you transform in your demo a file, a sketch file, into a library. And I have a question. What is the difference between an abstract library versus a sketch library?
It's the same thing?
It's the same thing.
Yes.
So when you transform a sketch file into a library in abstract, it transforms it into a library in sketch also.
Yes, yes. Okay. You define the sketch type in abstract to the tracking files.
Okay. Thank you.
Hello. Do you have pull requests?
No. Something. Not really, and that's why I said team communication is very important. And I said abstract way because a lot of features of Git aren't available in abstract. It's a very fluidity and simplest way to version control design sketch file. You need to define specific protocol in your team and maybe define a specific meeting to merge the master and stuff. Today we are only 2 designers at Weekendesk, and we work easily together. Another question? Okay, thank you.